There once was a man who traveled far and wide to foreign lands, returning each time with tales of his grand adventures and heroic deeds. Everywhere he went, he regaled anyone who would listen with stories of his exploits, weaving a tapestry of words that painted him as a figure of legendary prowess and skill. One day, in a bustling marketplace, he began to recount once more a particularly impressive feat he claimed to have accomplished in the renowned city of Rhodes. According to him, he had made a leap so extraordinary that it defied all belief. He described the scene in vivid detail, how he stood poised at the edge of a cliff, the sea roaring below him, the wind howling in his ears. With bated breath, the crowd listened, imagining the impossible leap. He spoke of how he had leaped across a great expanse, soaring through the air like an eagle, and landed gracefully on the other side. The people were wide-eyed with amazement, some even gasping at the sheer audacity of his claim. But there was one discerning listener who grew weary of the man's endless bragging. Stepping forward, he addressed the crowd. "You have spoken much of this great leap in Rhodes," he said to the traveler. "But talking is but mere words. If your tale is true, you should have no trouble proving it here, before us all." The braggart faltered, his bravado crumbling under the simple challenge. He stammered and made excuses, claiming the conditions were not right, or that he was not prepared at that moment. The crowd's awe turned to skepticism, and murmurs of doubt began to ripple through the listeners. With a knowing look, the wise listener simply shook his head. "It is the deed that counts," he said, echoing the growing sentiment of the crowd. Moral: it is the deed that counts.